your bod?
It's going good.
Yeah. How's work going?
Same old shit. It's a different day.
Hey, how'd you golf in that tournament?
Which one?
The one last weekend.
Fuck, man. I was sitting in first
No way.
on Saturday. Yeah, I shot at 84.
Nice.
And then I came out Sunday morning and I shot at 50 in the front
On the
nine.
front? Yeah.
Yeah, backed it up with a 41. Like, it was just
Ooh.
stupid.
Just had to get a little warmed up, huh? What's the
Yeah.
weather like out there? Is it cold?
It's cold right now. It's nice. It's windy, like 50 some degrees. It's not bad, but I had to commit a federal offense the other day. I probably shouldn't say this right now.
Yeah,
but
probably not, because we're live on YouTube. You might want to keep that to yourself. What, were you rooting for your neighbor's mail? Going through Rocco's mail?
I was. They always fucking put shit in there when Audrey orders stuff in your dad's shit.
Oh.
She had ordered that new Taylor Swift album. And they said it was delivered, and I was like, bro, I'll guarantee it's at Rocco's. Yeah. And he must be like out of town right now, so I was like, he won't care.
I haven't talked to him, but he's had doctor's appointments. It sounds like he might actually get that knee operation. He dropped like 30 pounds in the last 4 months or something like that.
Hey, he's been looking good.
Yeah, he looked thinned down when I saw him at the wedding in Minnesota. Speaking of Minnesota, yeah, we looked terrible all day, and then Jordan Addison. The Suns showed up today, man. Jefferson, the best ever. Hawkinson caught some balls today, some big ones. Addison caught the biggest ones. Those three together, it changes everything. Even with fucking backups on the offensive line all over the place.
Bottom line, it's all on KOC, man. He needs to figure his shit out.
Well, he did do a lot more running of two tight end sets in today's game, given the injuries on the offensive line, than he did in game one, which you complained about specifically. There was a lot more Oliver on the field out there today.
I mean, like, their running game up the middle was so fucking amazing.
140 yards rushing against the best defense in the league.
And then they get cute and try to do these pitches outside and shit. It's like, run the ball up the fucking middle. Like,
well, they lost Mason there for a bit.
I would have taken him out too after the goddamn fumble.
Yeah. Well, I think he got hurt, actually. I don't know if
that was later.
Play.
That was later in the game. Yeah, he got. But I mean, he came out with some big runs. Like, offensively, they got to figure their shit out, man. Like, if you look at the Browns, should have probably never scored a fucking point. Yeah. Their offense is that terrible. Like, it was so predictable. They ran the 4 same fucking plays.
Well, they're pretty limited based on their quarterback, is Dylan Gabriel. He can throw the ball fine, but I don't know that. Like, he did a lot of out throws that seemed wide open and easy for him. You know,
how many throws did he have that were 10 to 15 yards over the receiver's head?
Like, he did that a bunch of times, usually on third down too. And it wasn't like they weren't open either. Like those.
So I'll tell you what, like, and I thought about this during the game. If I'm a Browns fan, okay, we gave him his one fucking shot. He looked like absolute shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they.
You're ready for Shedeur.
Why not? Why not?
They still got something to play for, I guess. I mean, they still have a championship defense, I guess.
They're 1-4.
Yeah. After today's loss, yeah, maybe you roll with it. But I mean, that's just an indication. They kept him the third quarterback after benching Flacco, which indicates to me that Stefanski is not intrigued by the idea of him being even close to ready to play in quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, I'll tell you that Gabriel was not close to being ready.
He didn't all over.
They have I mean, when you limit his passes to what they were, you can't turn the ball over. It's impossible.
To your point, he couldn't throw over the zone and drop it in like Wentz did on that final throw to Addison for the touchdown. Those aren't in his tool bag.
No. So I don't know. I mean,
Well, and did you see Wentz and him shaking hands after the game? Wentz is a fucking foot taller than that kid. Yeah. So I don't know. It's got to be tough for, being that small behind an offensive line trying to, I was surprised he didn't have more passes batted down at the offensive line.
Well, it was because it was all outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
except for the touchdown pass.
Throws across the middle. Yeah.
Yeah,
screen passes. Yeah.
Same way with our defense. Like how can you not just dominate these guys? Bring 8 in the box if the guy
I
wants
was
to beat
surprised
you.
by how easy Flores took it on the rookie quarterback. I thought we would be bringing 5, 6 at a time, just letting us play one-on-one coverage on the outside and hoping, you're going to get to him in 2 seconds. But yeah, that was a surprise too. The first half defense was a surprise. It was kind of reminiscent of game 1 where he kind of was setting them up for his second half adjustments. And then I think they didn't do shit in the fourth quarter.
I think Jonathan Vilma said it. I don't know if they're just setting them up and just playing this base defense and going to come after. And they didn't. I
never really brought a blitz that was overwhelming during the game, but still managed to pull it out. Didn't turn the ball over. Didn't get any turnovers on defense though. That would have helped given our 2 fumbles. Both running backs fumbled the ball today. That Scott came in and fumbled, put one on the ground. That peanut punch, man, that thing is kind of taking over the league.
But and I noticed it on our defense a couple of times where we had him bottled up for 3 yards. And because everybody's trying to strip the goddamn ball, it's like,
they get extra yardage.
These guys aren't going to get first downs on us. Like, they just tackle the motherfucker. Like, no, it was, I don't know. My hope is like dwindling.
Yeah. Well, you get a bye week this week, so hopefully the offensive line gets good, gets healthy prior to our next game. Who is our next opponent?
Boy, we go on a stretch, don't we?
Oh yeah, we've got Baltimore, we've got the Eagles are in there, I think. Yeah, we've got a tough one coming up. I wonder if they're going to roll with McCarthy or they're going to hang with Wentz.
I'll tell you, Baltimore doesn't scare me so much. Their defense,
because their defense is so hurt. Yeah,
we should be able to put up some points.
Should be able to at least run the ball because the interior line of that defense is absent. But they do. They also have the extra time to get well. So,
but their defense has been shit all year. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
It's going to take time to acclimate to. So that you can expect, even if they do get back, they're not going to be great. But
no, so I don't know.
And they'll have their backup quarterback potentially too.
Possibly. I don't know. I'm not too worried about that game. It's more or less our offensive play calling, basically.
Yeah, that always bothers us. It seemingly every week.
Which then, like, I don't know. I like the tempo. Once we stopped them, 3 minutes left or whatever, and we went tempo, like, it was so nice.
Dude, did you watch the Duke game last night?
I did.
Oh my God. They were playing high tempo. That offense just came to life and didn't stop. They're good. That Mensa is a good quarterback. He was worth every penny.
I agree.
Yeah, they might actually end up being ranked here come tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. The Bears were undefeated going into that game. I guess their loss does look a lot worse now that did they lose to Syracuse or the Illini? Regardless, they haven't been good since that game. But shit, they could beat Clemson this year. Like, that could happen. Clemson looks bad.
The ACC
is bad. Yeah, it's Miami and everybody else.
Even watching the Miami game, it's not like they blew out Florida State last night. Miami, they're sort of back, but they're going to get destroyed in the playoffs.
Did you get it all worried yesterday when Montana State was struggling to move the ball at elevation, 7,000 feet? I made a joke to Shootman yesterday. He's like, yeah, we suck at elevation. He's like, well, we play every game at like 5,000 feet. I was like, yeah, it's a joke, Shoot. But that difference is a big difference.
Yeah, like the first quarter, I was a little frustrated. They were moving the ball on us pretty good. Our defense wasn't locked in, but
then the big plays started to happen.
I mean, that punt return by
Taco
Tuesday on a Cat Saturday. I mean,
God, I love that guy.
Dude, that is the best thing ever. No, they'll be right there. I don't.
Oh yeah,
the team that like, I hate to talk shit. Like, well, actually, I don't because fuck the Grizz, but they do not impress me at all. I mean, not one bit. Like not that rankings mean anything. We better jump ahead of them in the rankings. Yeah. Who the fuck have they played? They played nobody. Yeah, we have 2 losses to a powerhouse in Oregon.
To an Oregon team that's going to make the playoffs, and the other top team in the FCS.
A game we should have actually won, which is bullshit.
Could have won. I wouldn't say we were the better team, but that wasn't a. Was that a home game for us? I don't think so. No, that was in South Dakota State. Yeah. Was that in Brookings?
That was a Gold Rush game.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we should have won, but whatever. I mean,
second week of the season though, against the number 2 team in the country.
After you played the first week against Oregon, against big motherfuckers. So my uncle brought up a good point. My uncle Poke, he, MSU alum, big fan, whatnot, season ticket holder.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about that Oregon game that he thought we could have kept it closer, but that Vegan probably kept some of the players out.
Oh, sure.
Like Taco Dollar because of the NIL that, oh, hey, why don't you come play with us? We're the number 2 ranked team in the nation. We'll give you $500,000 to come here. And it's like, holy shit, like interesting thing. But
yeah, they look good yesterday. I think all around with how they played outside of that first quarter. Really,
first quarter was miserable, but after that they locked in. Yeah, they should. No team in the Big Sky scares me. Like honestly.
Well, and now we have an offensive line I think can hold up against the NDSU pass rush. And actually run the ball effectively. I mean, that Titan guy is a giant. He's just pancake blocking everybody in his path 5 yards, 10 yards down the field. Yeah, that guy is awesome. He's my new favorite player.
I mean, wouldn't it suck to be in that running back room, though?
Just because there's not enough carries to go around?
On any given day, each one of them can rush for 150 yards.
4 of them probably could.
I mean, it's like...
That's been the case for fucking like the last half decade. They got 4 guys who could go for 100 yards in a game. That's more indicative of how much improvement there's been on the offensive line. Like they've sent pros to the NFL off that offensive line now.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is this probably isn't the most talented team, but it might be the most complete team. This year they might actually.
Still a little worried about the kicking game. Got to be honest. But I just assume go for it on 4th down anyway, since we can run the ball for 5 yards a carry.
When you score touchdowns, you don't need field goals.
Yeah. So what else is new? Hey, let's start the show.
Micah, okay. I was going to say Mike probably won't be on. He went to all-time low in Missoula last night.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to be at When We Were Young here in Las Vegas pretty soon.
Yep, like November, isn't it?
Yeah, it was $425 for one day. That's insane. It's the same show each day, though, but still.
That's where Mike was, so he might be hurting.
Okay.
You should text him and be like, hey, I know you fucking party, get your ass on.
Yeah, get your hungover ass on the goddamn Zoom. Or actually, we use Google Meet. Shout out to Google Meet. Hello and welcome to this thing we call Minnesota Foul Play-by-Play. I'm your host, Anthony Variano. I'm joined by my co-host, Bradley Haas. Bradley, we've been talking a little MSU football for the Montana fans that follow us. The 13th ranked Minnesota sports podcast out there, trying to climb up to number 12. I don't know what the hell they used to make us 13th overall, but we'll take it, baby. Did you see who is behind us? Like, it's hilarious how that list. The number of followers and downloads is behind us. It's like the one of the biggest Vikings podcasts that there is in Minnesota. Do you partake in any of the Minnesota Vikings podcasts?
What's the Purple Daily?
Purple Daily, sure, yeah. That one I think is the 14th. I think they're 14th.
I don't want to like talk shit because I see them on TikToks all the time.
Well, yeah, you send that stuff in the group chat every once in a while.
What's that guy's name in the glasses? Is that Judd?
Yeah.
He was doing a TikTok live today during the game. And I was like, oh man, like you guys are selling out. Getting that money, getting that TikTok money.
Well, if you got the followers on TikTok and go live, you get paid for that shit, right?
He only had 230 people watching him.
Oh, that's more than we've ever had. We got 225 followers on YouTube, though. All right, well, let's get back into the morning game, the early morning game in London, where the Vikings are now 5-0. Haven't lost in London this year. They split the games overseas. You figure that's a win. You're going to have a tough time acclimating to that. They got the bye week after this.
They stayed there, didn't they?
They stayed there. They sent over all their stuff a week beforehand. They've been there for 3 weeks now, I think.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 weeks. So, I mean, like, you think about it, like, coming out with a split. I mean, actually just coming out with a win.
Yeah.
Even if you go over there for a single game, because everything is so different.
That turf looked terrible, by the way. It looked like just an awful playing surface.
Not as horrible as last week's.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. I didn't watch the game last week, though. I didn't get up for that.
They had guys slipping all over the place. Another game, we should have won the damn game, but
yeah,
that turf was shit. But hey, 1-1, like I'll take it.
You can't be too mad about losing to Pittsburgh, in a neutral site game by one score, though, with Aaron Rodgers versus Carson Wentz. Like that's pretty good defense from Brian Flores. The offense put up points in that game too. They struggle a bit more today.
I mean, you're going to struggle against the number one defense, but
is Cleveland really the number one defense though?
I mean, on paper
they are, but today I think we kind of exposed them a little bit with a backup quarterback and a bad offensive line.
See, I'm not willing to say that Carson Wentz is a backup quarterback. Like, really,
he's our starter going forward. That was what the last question we left off with, whether or not they go back to Carson Wentz after the bye for the game against Philadelphia, or if they let McCarthy come back to play the reigning Super Bowl champs.
They brought it up. Judd brought it up today. He was talking, and he was like, I don't know if this is more of just a demotion to him or if he's really seriously hurt that bad. I mean, I'm sorry.
Ankle sprain can take 4 weeks to heal.
Yeah, maybe it's not a high ankle sprain though. Like McCarthy looked like fucking shit.
A brain sprain.
Yeah, I mean, I like his demeanor. I like everything about him. Yeah. I don't know if he's our quarterback. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is the future, but
he's a good game manager at the very least. That's all he had to do today. He didn't turn the ball over.
No.
Most of the turnovers were on the running backs. He managed a really tough snap on that one play on the final drive that saved the whole thing.
Yeah. You don't pick that up.
McCarthy's been fumbling snaps already this season, but he's been going through centers. He's been taking snaps from different centers all year.
It's weird watching that game on how my demeanor was going to be talking about this. If we just, cash it in and we went on our run, Brian Flores will be gone next year. We're going to still be looking for a quarterback. I don't
know that Flores is going to be gone next year. I think I heard a take. I forgot who said it, but it was Bomani Jones. He said, maybe this is just what Brian Flores is the best defensive coordinator in football, because he's had his head coaching shots, and it didn't go well. So famously that it came up while he was defensive coordinator. Was it last season? when Tua was taking shots at him
for
not, treating him like a man instead of a boy with a brain injury. Yeah. I mean, he was honest about what he saw about in Tua and was right. I think he's been proven
100%.
Right. Yeah, but that doesn't make him head coach material necessarily. It's just going to be about the openings available.
Well, and that's also some of it's on Mike McDaniels too. Like he
you think the Giants hire him? Because Dayball is going to be gone after this year.
I don't know, man. They got the whole Jackson Dart thing going on right now. If that guy comes out and plays good and gets some,
he's already got a win under his belt. Shit, he just scored a touchdown.
See?
But they're playing the Saints. They're terrible. It's another team that's wide open. But, I mean, who wants to toil in that situation?
So, yeah.
Plus, he's got the lawsuit hanging over the NFL's head still. I figured that thing's got to be taken care of or, before he gets a second head coaching job. Because I just don't see any owner going against the NFL and hiring a guy who's suing his employer.
There's no way. I mean, it's with the money, no way. There's no way.
So if that thing drags out long enough, he could stick around till next year.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, the next 4 games for the Vikings are a gauntlet, man. Sunday, noon Central, at home against the Eagles. Then they travel to the Chargers, another good defense. Then they're at Detroit, maybe the best offense in the league. And then versus Baltimore.
I don't know, man.
Probably.
I don't know.
I think Detroit's still a top 4 offense in the league. Baltimore's up there too, just because they can run the ball on everybody. But we'll see how long Lamar is out. I'm sure by week 10 he's got to be back.
I mean, it's a stretch. You go 2-2. I mean,
if you go 2-2, you love that.
You got to beat the Lions, though. Like, you have to beat the Lions.
I just don't see it happening. They're a bit overwhelming. And it's a road game, too. Oof. That could be a 2-score. That could be I would say that should be probably a 2-score margin.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
8 points, 9 points, something like that.
But
then it gets easier. Chicago, Green Bay, Seattle. No, it doesn't get easier. Next 8 games are freaking rough. I think we got the 3rd hardest schedule in the sport or something like that.
No, it was. That's that Steelers game. That was a game.
Yeah.
Should have won. The Falcons game. I mean, that was just I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, that was. Just an offensive line that couldn't block, a quarterback who couldn't throw. And then a defense that couldn't stop Bijan Robinson. That's what that game was. Bijan Robinson kicked our ass.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Like, I guess you see. I mean, that's why I don't think McCarthy's name should even be brought into being the starting quarterback right now. He hasn't shown anything. He showed 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty good football.
I say if Wentz looks terrible against the Eagles, then maybe you bring him back against the Chargers. But
I don't think Wentz has looked terrible at all.
No, he's looked fine. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He's going to take some sacks, especially behind that mash unit of an offensive line. But
I'm not going to blame it on Wentz.
He's got a great arm. He really does.
He does. I thought he got a little cute, that one sidearm throw to Jefferson that he overthrew him on. But no, I do. I like him. He gives them the best chance to win, especially like right now, I think. So you got to roll with him. You got to keep rolling. I mean,
well, we're going to find out next week how much those improvements on the interior defensive line are going to pay off against Saquon Barkley and the Eagles. That's a tough team to play defense against. Really tough team to play defense against.
It is. Once again, though, I mean, Eagles have their own shit going on offense. Not getting A.J. Brown the ball. Jalen Hurts hasn't looked the best throwing the ball this year.
Yeah. They don't need
stack the box, man. Make them beat you. Our offense can come and score points. So I don't know.
Yeah, leave the corners one-on-one on AJ Brown and just let her rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Byron
AJ
Murphy,
Brown could go for 150 yards, and it might be the game they lose. You know?
It could be.
Because at least you're bottling up Saquon Barkley. That's the thing, is you got to stop Saquon and Jalen Hurts from running on your ass. Yep. If you can do that, what AJ Brown does is just, whatever. I got confidence in our corners to be able to tackle him inbounds, So, they might not. They're not going to defend a lot of passes because the guy goes up and high points the ball better than just about anybody I've seen, except for maybe Justin Jefferson. He was incredible today. He had 3 catches today that were like, oh, he's the only person who can do that.
What'd he end up with? 120, 130 yards?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
The quietest 130 yards?
It wasn't quiet to me, though. He made three of those catches should not have been caught.
I agree.
It's kind of like those plays Byron Buxton makes in a season. I love that. He has an MVP caliber season in the worst year the Twins have had in quite some time. Just a wasted year.
100%.
Oh my God. And seeing all these fucking Twins play in the postseason. Jorge Polanco last night with Seattle. You had Louis Barlin pitching for Toronto. I got a big strikeout in that game against the Yankees to win game 1.
Bader was huge.
Bader was huge. Yep. Bader was huge. Had a RBI sac fly too. In a game they lost, incidentally, just because Shohei Ohtani did enough. Yeah, in his start to win that game. Yeah, it's been a really fun playoffs, actually. I've enjoyed it. I called it a second screen, basically perfect second screen content. You do want to get the audio going every once in a while for the Philadelphia crowd. I did have the audio on screen 1 for the Mariners game last night. That was a lot of fun. Went into extra innings. Detroit prevailed, and those are going to be fun series.
Detroit, I tell you what, Detroit's scary, man. They struggled coming down the stretch.
They were 1 for 20 with runners on base in the playoffs going into last night's game. But they got Tariq Skubal going in game 2, and they've already got 1 game on the road, or 1 game under their belt. Yeah, they were on the road.
Yeah.
So they're going to take 2 games on the road in Seattle. It might be game over for Seattle. Yeah. Unless Skubal don't bring it, which, when does Skubal not bring it?
Never.
That man's stuff is, Jesus.
Fucking
scary. And that's another thing. The biggest takeaway for me from the playoffs is holy shit, every pitcher is just awesome now. There aren't any guys pitching in the postseason that aren't absolutely great.
Yeah, bro. I watched that Yankees clinching game, and that young kid that they had pitching, in Yankee Stadium.
Oh my God, 23 years old, making his playoff debut.
It's holy shit.
We could pitch 8 innings, struck out a dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane. Why can't we ever get those guys?
Well, we have them. We just don't have.
We got Joe Ryan. Yeah. We just got to get 5 or 6 other guys who can hit the ball regular.
So who's going to coach, man?
Well, we haven't talked about that, have we? I like Lou Ford. I really do. He's been a manager for the Long Island Ducks for years and years now. He's got experience. He's way better picked than Torrey Hunter, which is what everybody wants. I don't know why. But
it's just the nostalgia of it.
Yeah, you could put it anywhere in there. Justin Morneau would be great. I don't care, because it's a manager. Manager's going to be responsible for maybe 1.5 wins per season. Their decision making doesn't dictate wins or losses very often.
Yeah, but they account for a lot more losses, though. Look at
Girardi.
Look at Girardi. He fucked them in the postseason. Taking pitchers out too early.
But they can gone regardless. They're still alive in the postseason, despite him making that.
Yes.
Well, in hindsight, a mistake. Some people would say, well, you don't know the future there. If he leaves them in, third time through the lineup is, statistically not great. So, since you can't tell the future, everybody wants to say, yeah, that's a bad idea. The guy's pitching a shutout, but you don't know what's going to happen.
Fair enough. I agree.
It didn't happen. But I mean, they survived it.
Speaking of fucking shit, what the fuck up was with Reichert's field goal? He has not
he missed that by a mile. I don't know if it was the hold. The hold looked like the ball was tilted pretty severely.
Before he looked to his left, and I was like, I don't like what's going. He doesn't look good. He doesn't and then just
wasn't even close.
No.
Could you imagine if that were a 60-yarder? That thing would have been fucking so far off.
Oh man, it would have hit the pylon probably.
I do like it putting us in a situation where we need to score a touchdown though, and avoid going into overtime. Because I don't want to go to overtime in London against Cleveland. You fucking kidding me? No.
No, I mean they could literally have a 9-minute 53-second drive.
It could end in a tie. Very easily end in a tie.
I mean, look at the Green Bay Packers, what they did with them.
We got to talk about that tie. That's a huge, huge victory for the Vikings. The Cowboys managing to pull out a tie in that game.
Yes,
how did they even do that? I didn't see the game, so you're going to have to fill me in. Because we know the Cowboys defense is trash. Absolute trash.
They are absolute trash.
But apparently the Green Bay defense is also absolute trash.
No, they are. I mean, I don't know though. They held the Browns to less points than we did. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just a game by game thing, a matchup. I have no idea. Cowboys game, yeah, that was crazy. That was
near average is what AI says, ranking 9th in success rate and 15th in EPA per play. So right in the middle. But they don't turn the ball over.
The Packers?
Yeah. I mean, they don't get takeaways.
No.
Which are kind of a random thing anyway. But I think it's like Flores has players that can kind of influence that stat a bit more.
I agree.
Just based on, you saw, what's his name that 1 week with, 2 forced fumbles and an interception, 2 of which he took back for touchdowns. That can be taught, and we're seeing it more often, those guys punching the ball out instead of tackling motherfuckers, as you said today.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a plague on the league. It's a lot of, I've never seen so many missed tackles as a result of guys just trying to take the ball away.
And I wonder if that's the thing that they start doing now, is that the first guy that comes in
isn't going to be tackling.
He's not tackling. He's punching.
He's just trying to hold him up long enough for the second guy to get there.
What's that? Tony, do you have a CD binder at your house?
Yeah, I do. Why?
Well, Audrey's looking for one.
I use mine though. It's full of CDs. I'm sure they still sell those. CDs are coming back, man. I've seen it. When I go vinyl record shopping, it's never more apparent than when you go to a vinyl record shop and you find the inventory of CDs increasing. There's a lot of inventory or money being spent on increased inventory of CDs, because those fuckers are back. That's a good medium. I do like the CD as a medium. I still have a DVD disc drive on my computer, actually, for that very reason. Because I got a CD player in my car. Yeah, are they putting it back in cars now too?
No, it's a huge price option. My truck doesn't have a CD player. My Tahoe does though.
It did, yeah.
No, she just got the new Taylor Swift album, and then
you're right, the one that they delivered to my dad's place. I'm surprised he didn't steal that shit.
I think he wasn't home. Okay, Pat, what were you talking about before my daughter so rudely interrupted us?
We were talking about Green Bay's defense and how they're middle of the road and how they're beatable.
I don't think the NFC North is it's going to be a competitive. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't think any team is better than the Vikings. Like, hand over fist.
I would say Detroit is. Green Bay, I haven't seen enough of to say, just the tie to Dallas was shocking to me. I thought they were better than that. They should be better than that.
I agree. I mean, Dallas is Dak's looking good this year.
See, the problem is like Green Bay's a bad matchup for our offense because they've got an excellent pass rush and we have a broken offensive line.
Yeah, we'll be healthy though by then. Knock on wood, hopefully.
We can spend the whole season assuming at some point we're going to get all of our offensive linemen back and it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I'm curious to see what's wrong with Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah, he did go into the medical tent or into the locker room prior.
Well, did you see how he was holding his arm after he came back out in the second half?
It was his shoulder.
There was something wrong with his shoulder.
His throwing shoulder too.
No,
opposite. Shoulder, okay, well that's
left
good.
Shoulder. How he was holding it was really weird, and it was like, I wonder if that was like O'Connell being like, "We're not going to go to Brosman. We can't. If we go to him, we don't win this game. Like our season is over. We're 2-3. We've got a gauntlet of a fucking 4-game stretch. That is
well. At least he's got the bye week to get well before that. We don't play for 15 days.
No, that's nice.
2 weeks off, 2 whole weeks.
We talked about this at the beginning of the year.
14 days.
And I want to say, going through these first 5 games, I think we talked about if we could be, 3-2, 4-1.
Yeah,
we're sitting really good, especially with those 2 games.
I'm just worried about the NFC West, man. There's probably 3 good teams in that conference.
Well, let's go. Number 1,
the Rams.
My favorite quarterback that fucking we let go, that we didn't want to pay, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he's playing well there. But the big story with Seattle isn't the offense, it's their defense.
They might be back.
Yeah.
Number 2, the 49ers can win with nobody on the field.
I agree. They look really good.
They got 87 guys on IR.
I couldn't believe they fucking pulled that game out. It's like everybody's dead.
I don't even Mike Stansbury, one of our good buddies.
Did you see the quarterback going off the field after that game? He barely made it to the sideline.
Dude, he's a 49ers fan and he barely knows any of the guys on the team.
Mac Jones winning games.
Mac Jones, bro. Like
they can take anybody and turn him into a winner.
I'll tell you what, they wanted him when he came out. They wanted to draft him. They didn't want to lose the capital to move up and get him. They got him now.
Yeah.
Dude, they
just paid Purdy all that money.
They have a quarterback controversy on their hands.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot go back to Brock Purdy.
Well, it depends on how hurt Mac Jones is.
I don't care. Dude, he could barely walk during that game. He still threw for 350 yards. Keep him in. That they have to keep him in.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you're paying that motherfucker. You keep him in.
He was throwing to some guy named Bourne who
Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, third string. It's kind of like our offensive line is like, well, here's Huber. He's making his NFL debut today. He's a practice squad player.
Kevin O'Connell really liked seeing some stuff on him. It's and as soon as they said that,
penalties.
He let that guy go through and get a sack. It's like,
what? And then he was penalized also on that drive.
And
then now the Rams. So we've done Seattle. Those are 3 really good teams that could possibly win a playoff game.
Rams just lost to the 49ers, though.
Yeah, but they've got the best of the quarterbacks and the best wide receiver maybe the best wide receiver in the sport outside of Justin Jefferson. In terms of usage rate, Puka Nacua might be the top of the list in the NFL outside of Lamar Jackson.
But if you don't win the games,
they're going to be there in the postseason. That's just.
Hey, they fucked me on a goddamn parlay because they couldn't fucking win.
I won mine. I had Nacua for 8+ receptions and his yards, I think, no, I had the Rams to win, so I didn't win the parlay, but I bet them all individually.
I had the Rams to win.
That was an 8-point spread they were expecting in that game.
Stafford to throw his longest completion of 37 yards. God, what was the other one? There was like 4 of them. And I nailed every one except them fucking winning. And I was like, kick the fucking field goal. Kick the field goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so NFC West.
That's going to be 3 teams into the playoffs, which means only 2 come out of the North. Likely. Because
does San Francisco really keep this up?
I don't know. It's just how many more people can they lose and still be competitive? I don't know. I mean, they haven't gotten there yet, and that's the shocking thing.
I mean, they've lost 11 of their 22 starters, so like, they're pushing the limits.
Their entire practice squad is their top practice team has all been promoted.
The NFC East, they're garbage.
You don't even think the Commanders don't scare me anymore now either.
Not anymore.
Daniels is out, but he'll be back by the time we play them in Week 14.
So who gives a fuck?
But yeah, nobody in that division scares me except the Eagles.
The South,
they have a great offensive line. The South also doesn't. They don't scare me. The Falcons.
The only thing that scares me is Baker Mayfield. That guy is
with the ball in his hands with 2 minutes or less on the clock. Yeah, that guy will beat you every time. But I mean, they've been playing themselves into those close games.
100%.
They should be winning those games by more than 1 score.
Yes.
So that's going to catch up to them eventually. You don't just keep doing that. We did that one year. We went 11-0 in 1-score games with Kirk Cousins at the helm. That shit don't happen. That is an anomaly. So they're 4-0 right now in 1-score games, I think, and that is going to catch up to them.
Now,
the good thing for the Vikings is the Eagles have to play this week. So
yes,
shit's going to happen to them, and nothing's going to happen to us. Next week.
The Eagles haven't looked like dominant. They're winning games.
But that's kind of what dominant teams do. Remember Kansas City last year? It's just they didn't dominate anybody, but they always won. And you always felt like they were going to win. And that's what the Eagles' vibes are for me right now. It's like I just feel like they're going to win.
I thought Kansas City was done until last week.
Oh, no. And once they got their wide receivers back, I was like, oh, yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
So, yeah, we should be all right. We
don't know who our quarterback is, but we don't have to play next week. The good news for Vikings fans everywhere is that you don't have to watch the Vikings play next week.
Dead serious. Like, that's a good comment.
Because it was not an entertaining game until the last drive of the game. We played bad football.
It would go one good drive where it was very entertaining, and then it would just be shit.
Even defensively today, we weren't that fun to watch until the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter wasn't even that much fun.
Right. Like, we didn't rush the passer necessarily. We were able to stop the run a little bit.
I tell you what, Redmond, man, I was so excited about Hargrove and Allen joining the team, and they're basically just you don't hear from them. Like,
you shouldn't. That's the idea.
Like, it's the other guys that the Rodriguez, Redmond, like coming up big plays, big sacks and shit. Like,
he's just a huge dude, man.
So yeah, it's scheme, man. They need to figure out their shit. Like, they absolutely.
The commentator said today, Kevin O'Connell did not script a lot of those long developing plays today. There was commentary on the one screen pass to Hawkinson, which I agree with. That's just silly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, unless you get him going downhill before he catches the ball, right? His momentum's got to be going towards the end zone, not completely stops and has to gain momentum, because people are going to catch up to that slow ass guy with a bum knee.
It's the same way with the screens to Justin Jefferson. Why not have that to Naylor or Addison, who are way quicker?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I do not want to see him and a bunch of people, somebody rolling up on his ankle or something.
Yep.
Like,
just don't put him in a situation where we could possibly lose him for a few games because you can't afford to lose him now. You don't have Sam Darnold that can take you through a 4-game stretch without Justin Jefferson.
Have him be the guy that's up there that's going to have – and just have him go.
Yeah.
You know? Go 10 yards down the field, then do your block. And yes, you want to get him the goddamn ball, but doing this
I can do without this behind the line of scrimmage shit to Jefferson. Somebody else can get those 5 yards. Let Jalen Naylor take those hits.
And that guy's
I agree with you wholeheartedly. He's really good. I've liked Naylor for years now, which is so much so I thought Addison was expendable last year. I thought we could have traded Addison because Naylor would have stepped into that role just perfectly.
So what's his deal? Why he was benched the first quarter? Is he in
more trouble? He's always he's got to be a problem. That's why I say maybe we trade him because he's just an off the field menace. But it could have been a did not play for the first quarter because O'Connell didn't feel like his effort in practice was very good. I don't know. But shit, without him, they lose the game.
No, I'll tell you what, like for being benched for the first quarter and then basically most of the second to come back and make some huge plays. I mean,
yeah. He was the man on that final drive. The man. I mean, obviously Jefferson was the man all day, but yeah, no, he was the go-to guy.
So yeah, basically get healthy this week. Get healthy next week. Huge game coming out of the bye.
I don't know what kind of chance we have. I wonder what that spread's going to be.
It's Eagles out of the bye.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
At home, though, right?
Right. So I figure it's got to be about 4 points or so. It won't be more than that.
Yeah, but it's like 3.5, 4.
Yep. No, that'll be a fun one. It'll give us an idea of, well, it'll be Brian Flores' toughest test. We'll get to see Brian Flores against the best offensive line in football try and rush the passer. And that'll be interesting. That'll be fun to watch. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, I don't know what we can look forward to. I will say Carson Wentz has been serviceable. He's done his job. He came in and learned the playbook real fast because it seems like they're opening it up a little bit more for him. They had Cam Akers throw a fucking touchdown pass today.
Good to see him back.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we're going to cut that motherfucker and he's going to come back.
He always comes back. Right? Yeah. He always comes back.
I think like the Eagles game will be a good gauge. If Carson Wentz competes and has a good game, doesn't have boneheaded turnovers, throws for a couple touchdowns, 250 yards, 300 yards. Okay, JJ, you're sitting the rest of the year. This is Carson Wentz's team now. You know what I mean? If he goes out and absolutely just struggles, then we're in a thing like, what the hell do we do?
Right, because then you're putting him – if you're going to bring McCarthy back in week 8, he's going against a top 5 defense in the Chargers. And that's rough. The Lions is a great game for him to play in because you're probably going to be behind. You're going to be forced to throw the ball. He's going to be tested in that game. But you're going to want to start you're going to struggle stopping the run against the Lions. I
just watched the Colts score another touchdown. Hypothetically, if Daniel Jones is our quarterback,
I would have
loved 5-0.
Probably. But I mean, he's also one of those guys working behind a terrific offensive line. The Colts always have a good offensive line. So he has the luxury that Hurts has in Philadelphia of a little bit more time. And when he's got the mobility like Hurts in order to extend plays even more. So, I mean, they've got the pieces together to extend plays to the point where guys are going to get open. So he's throwing to wide open people because of that situation. Whereas like McCarthy doesn't have enough time for people to get open, especially with Addison out, when he started the season.
That goes back to last year in those games we lost, though, where everybody was against Sam Darnold. Is KLC needs to get the ball out. I mean, look at what Stefanski did to us today.
Yeah. Picked us apart with 5-yard passes. Yeah.
Yep. Boring as hell to watch.
But Gabriel was goddamn like 20 for 30 for 200 and some yards.
Receivers had, I think, 3 or 4 receptions. Other than that, it was Njoku had 5 or 6, and then the running backs had the other 15.
Yeah.
I mean, do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, especially with Cam. Like, why don't we have Cam Akers in more as a receiving back?
Right. Especially with what's his name out?
I mean, and with Scott fumbling the ball, like he's probably might have lost a spot in the team.
Despite the fumbles, though, I thought they both ran the ball well. I mean, we had 140 yards rushing against a top defense, so you got to give it to them. If you don't put those fumbles on the ground, shit, you win this game by 2 or 3 scores.
Oh, 100%.
Because they scored points on both turnovers, I'm pretty sure.
No, the second one they didn't.
Okay.
Scott's fumble, they didn't.
So they only got 3 points off of turnovers then. Or did they score a touchdown? But yeah, the defense holds them to 10 points if you don't give them the extra possessions. That's a great day for Brian Flores again. Man's a genius.
He is. I mean, like right now, the Eagles have 3 points.
Who are they playing? They're playing Denver. Denver's another good defense.
Okay, so like I'm not so worried as much. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's just so much parity in this sport. Every goddamn game comes down to one goddamn score, it seems. Unless you're playing the Saints. Shit, the Jets are going to play Dallas close today, probably. That Bucs-Seahawks game is going to be fun.
Yeah, that's good. That's going to be a great game.
That's a huge one. All right. Well, you want to talk a little WNBA? Dude, this has been the goddamn best, the most entertaining season, like pro wrestling wise, in WNBA history. Like it's like when you watch the playoffs, it's like watching pro wrestling. There's more contact in the WNBA than there is in pro wrestling.
I saw a thing the other day on all the vicious hits on Caitlin Clark, and it was like a 3-minute long video of so many people just boom, boom.
That's the sport. I just watched. I was at the game yesterday, and in the second half, the Aces are shooting on our side of the court, and every time Chelsea Gray handles the ball, there's a defender with an elbow into her ribs, just constantly, just basically digging an elbow into her ribs. I mean, like you said, in pro sports, you call a foul, especially in pro basketball. You can call a foul on just about every possession. It's just
100%.
They allowed them to get away with so much to the point where it's eliminates potential offense, though. Like you complained about this last year about games not being entertaining to watch. And I would agree with you with the playoffs last year. There were fewer closer games, and most of them that were close were manufactured by the referees, by foul discrepancies. And that's
Houston is rolling up the Ravens defense right now.
Yeah, well, again, the Ravens are a mash unit on the defensive line. It's real bad. They're going to struggle. I mean, they might like not make the playoffs as a result of what's happening with them right now, injury-wise. Like, they could be out of it by the time we see them. They got 1 win, Brad. 1 win with the best running game in the sport.
Well, and if the Colts keep winning, I mean, they're digging themselves a hole.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get 3 teams out of that division. Anywho, we can't just talk about the actual playing of the sport, though. I mean, my biggest problem, why I'm so pissed off, is not really the officiating impacting the Lynx's championship once again. It's the fact that the game has become less entertaining in the playoffs because of the lack of offense that the referees are allowing.
Exactly.
Because they could be scoring 100 points in 8 fewer minutes per game than the NBA players. They could be. They're scoring 90 and 40, but Jesus Christ, if you call some goddamn hand checks and allow for some space between the defender and the offensive player, Jesus, we might get to 100 every game. Everybody will. and it would be excellent basketball to watch. This shit is not fucking basketball.
No.
Oh, and we can't forget about what Napheesa Collier. I mean, this is I've never been happier to be a Lynx fan. I wasn't on board when they were like only taking racial injustice questions at their press conferences before Colin Kaepernick was kneeling during the anthem. But I'm on board now and have been for quite some time. Christ, how long has it been now? 7, 8 years? Anywho, this has been the best time to be a Lynx fan because Napheesa Collier is famously one of the nicest people on the court. Like, her idea of getting after the refs was she did so this year more so than she ever has in the past. And you don't see that out of her because she just plays the game, you know? Yep. But it's gotten to the point where the person who like never complains about anything, and it's kind of delightful to watch her play because it's been in the past because she's been getting fouled and not complaining about it like Anthony Edwards does every time down the floor. I mean, he's getting fouled too, but it's just kind of like the difference between like a grown-ass woman and a boy playing basketball, right? It's like, come on. And she's like, well, that's what type of game it's going to be. I guess I better up my game. Anywho, the fact that she would be willing to air all that dirty laundry with Kathy Engelbert and
it wasn't like she was talking shit. She was going verbatim on what Engelbert said.
Yeah.
These were all quote unquotes.
Yeah. But I mean, there's no witness to actually like corroborate this, and Kathy did dispute some of it in her response, which is bullshit. I mean, she just has that opportunity because there isn't a witness to corroborate this shit. But you've got other players coming out like the player who Ella Del Don coming out and saying, I don't even think Kathy Engelbert knows I retired, you know, because she just has so little contact with the players. I mean, you compare that to how much contact Adam Silver of the NBA has with his players. It's
He's
complete
very good.
Contrast. Yeah. It's
Adam Silver
opposite ends
might
of the spectrum.
be the best.
In terms of that, sure. Maybe the softest of the commissioners of sports, but I mean, you can't just have it one way or the other. A little bit of contact with the players.
You know, the sad thing is what is the what's the league that Fee has? The
Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 league.
That thing is valued at $450-some million.
I heard 355, but yeah, it's because they have a valuable television deal with Warner Brothers Discovery.
You're going to be pushing what the WNBA is worth.
They're already paying more per game than the WNBA is.
You better do something, or the WNBA is going to be gone.
Well, there is going to be a labor stoppage next year. Like, we will have a shortened season if we get a season at all, which means they're going to be pushing back their expansion franchise they were hoping to start next year. It's going to be a fucking mess because almost everybody in the WNBA is a fucking unrestricted free agent right now. The entire Lynx roster just about is an unrestricted free agent. Yeah, it's going to be wild and crazy. It's going to be a mess. They might only play 20 games if they're lucky next year. And then it's going to damage the value of the sport, the value of the franchises. The owners are going to be pissed. They have to get rid of Kathy before negotiations. I mean, there's negotiating currently, but they have to move her now because it's not going to help you to keep her around. Maybe they get something. Maybe the owners get something out of getting rid of Kathy, and she's totally expendable. Like, she's not important. Anywho, that's been our show, I guess. We've been at it for an hour. So I'd like to thank Brad for joining me and talking some Vikings football, some WNBA basketball, and
they're going
fandom.
They're trying to get AJ Brown the ball right now. And it's still not working. It's not.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that game. All right. Well, it might be a while till I see you, Brad, but it's always good to see your smiling face.
Yeah, and we just I don't know. Like, this is what we live in.
Yeah.
Being Viking fans.
Being Minnesota sports fans. But you know what? Hockey season starts on Tuesday, Brad.
Who has the highest paid NHL player ever?
Hey, but we've got the best player on the ice against just about everybody. Just about everybody. It's going to be fun, Brad. We can win the whole thing. Florida's hurting, baby.
He's going to show up this year now, too, that he got the money.
God, he better. He better. And even if he doesn't, we've got depth and we've got trade chips. And I think we're positioned well enough salary cap wise to add at the trade deadline still. So we got that to look forward to. All right, buddy. Enjoy the Taylor Swift. Love you. Bye.
Later. Get out of here.